The Hub is brought to you by Docomo Pacific Business and Leo Palace Resort, Guam.
The clock is ticking with just 75 days left until the November 5th general election, Super Tuesday. And each Wednesday, we'll be inviting your candidates running for public office onto the show to speak to you, the viewers, and the voters. Tonight, we've got 6 of your mayoral candidates joining us. Hafa day, everyone. Hafa day. We'll just go down the line here. Of course, we have Mayor Jesse Allig of PD, Mayor Luis Rivera of Tumon and Harmon there at the end, Mayor Robert Hoffman of Sinahanya, Mayor Rudy Paco of Mongmong Totu Maiti, Mayor June Blas of Barrigada, and Mayor Anthony Chargloff Jr. of Inalahan. Well, all 6 of our incumbents running unopposed, so your position's pretty much safe, despite that hiccup that we saw after the primary that nearly brought the shakeup to some of your races, right? But mayors, you each will get a minute now for your intros and as well as for your closings at the end of the show. And in the question rounds, you will each have 30 seconds to respond with timekeepers keeping us honest. So let's begin with each of you now taking a minute to tell your voters about yourselves. And we'll start with Mayor Paco.
Hafa day, Mongmong Totomaiti. It's an honor to be here and for you all and for my constituents to have the trust on me to be your mayor. Thank you.
Short and sweet. Mayor Allig.
Hafa day, Tauto Piti. My first 2 terms as your mayor have been very interesting with a lot of different kinds of things coming our way. We've traversed them very well. And the beginning of this primary election or the end of the primary election was a lot of craziness. And so I'm happy to be on the ballot. And of course, I'm asking for your vote. Thank you.
Hafa day, my dear people of Inalahan. I want to take this opportunity to thank you for giving me the first 4 years to serve you. It has been the greatest honor I have ever received. Every day I wake up each morning feeling rewarded because of the services that we provide. Again, as your mayor, I am asking, again, your continued support, but we also want to assure you that we're here to serve and not to be served. Thank you.
Thank you. Mayor Hoffman.
Thank you, Hafa day, and good evening. I want to thank you for trusting me for the last 20 years to be your vice mayor and then now your mayor. It's been an honor of my life to serve you. My team and I are excited every day to figure out new things we can provide for you and make your lives better and make Sinahanya a wonderful place to live, work, play, and do business in. So thank you.
Mayor Blas.
Our village of Barrigada, I'm your mayor. Barrigada mayor is June Blas. And I would like to continue to serve our people and to the best we can, especially the vice mayor and I. I have served almost 24 years as your vice mayor as well. We want to continue to serve our people to the best we can for something for safe and for a beautiful Barrigada. Thank you.
Thank you. Mayor Rivera.
Hafa day, residents of Tumon and Harmon, and everyone here on the island of Guam. Thank you very much for the opportunity, for giving me this blessing of being your mayor. Again, I ask for your continued support. We can make things happen together. Thank you very much.
All right, candidates, thank you so much for your introductions and speaking to our voters. Of course, again, these are the candidates, the mayoral candidates that are running unopposed, but still on the ballot, no doubt, come November 5th. We've also got some issues to discuss. Let's get to that right after the break. This is The Hub.
The Hub is brought to you by Docomo Pacific Business and Leo Palace Resort, Guam. The Hub is brought to you by Docomo Pacific Business and Leo Palace Resort, Guam.
Welcome back to The Hub, your election central, and where we will bring all your candidates looking to lead the island to speak with you, the people. Now to the issues. Candidates here, you each will get 30 seconds to respond, and once your time's up, let's give the others their time. So for this round, we'll start off with Mayor Allig of PT and Mayor. To all the mayors, the same question as well. Crime, no doubt an ongoing problem, no matter how many officers we bring on the force, no matter how many we have sworn into the force, it's still an issue island-wide. And so neighborhood watch programs are a big issue when it comes to our villages, but what are some of your ideas you have to keep your village safe?
I think one of the things that we've started was the Neighborhood Watch program, and one of the things that we want to continue is that program. we want to strengthen the program in that the keeping everyone informed in the village, looking out for one another is probably the easiest and the quickest way to keep everyone safe at the moment, right? And so in the new term, in the coming term, I'm looking at making sure that we can again build up the program so that more of our residents are aware of the Watch program and how to use it effectively.
Okay. Mayor Charles?
Yes, so my response to that is, aside from the Neighborhood Watch program, I would also try to reinvigorate the sports programs within our village. And lastly, the one thing I really want to try to get rolling out in our village is what we call the Skill Sets Academy. And it is an opportunity like the Guam Trades Academy to train people within our village to be able to learn a skill set so they become highly employable. Ultimately, at the end, I think the root of all crime is number one, no opportunities and no jobs. So if we're able to create that, you kind of answer the call for that.
Okay. Mayor Hoffman?
Thank you. I think it's multifaceted. I don't think there's one silver bullet to kind of take care of that. I think for most people, there's either crimes of opportunity, the drugs are a big issue, it's affecting many families, it's a sickness. And so it's how do we do that? And I think it's also doing programs and supporting programs that are out there in the agencies like behavioral health and all the other nonprofits that provide programs. So I think that's kind of the how we can do that as mayors as well, and have those meetings, have those NAA meetings, have those AA meetings in our districts. I think those also big support. So social programs.
Thank you. Mayor Blas?
Yes, we do have our neighborhood program in Barrigada that started back in 2013 when enough was enough. And it's been going strong. So we do have a regular Barrigada Neighborhood Watch and the Barrigada Heights Neighborhood Watch. Our communities there, they watch out for each other. They're their brothers' keepers. Before you know it, it's already down in Hagatna for all the crimes or any crimes that are committed in our community. And yes, I echo Mayor Hoffman and also Mayor Inalahan about having other programs that probably can help our people to better themselves. Thank you.
Thank you. Mayor Rivera?
Hafaday, I just want to say thank you to all those that care and have joined the Neighborhood Watch program. So it's we continue to do outreach and look out for different programs that we're able to help these individuals that are committing the crime. We continue to look out for people to identify, who these individuals are and how we can get help. Communication is very important. Again, you see something, please say something. Let us know what's happening. Thank you. Let's all work together.
Thank you. Mayor Paco?
We have to work as a community to be vigilant and look upon each other or watch upon each other's homes and not just depend on GPD or the Neighborhood Watch. Our community thinks that a Neighborhood Watch are police officers. Notify GPD first, then put it in the chat, then notify our Neighborhood Watch.
Okay. Thank you all for your responses. Got our safety precautions and our processes in place, no doubt. So let's get candidates to your next question. Illegal dumping. You guys snicker, you guys laugh, but it's the honest to God truth and a problem we face to this day. You can throw money at it. You can put incentives to try and clean up our streets and our private properties, but the issue is it's still a problem across the island. And so, Mayor Chargla, what other solutions would you come up with for your voters in your village to keep our island cleaner?
Okay, so my response to that in terms of illegal dumping is I cannot admit that we do have that problem, and particularly because at least since I've came in, we've made it a very big directive out to the community that there's any dumping that needs to happen, whether it be white goods, tires, abandoned vehicles, whatever. I ask for them to please give our office a call, and we try to communicate that out there, and we try to coordinate that so that those end up in the proper place. I'd rather have a staging site rather than it across scattered throughout the roadway. Thank you.
Thank you. Mayor Hoffman, other solutions?
I think one thing is that for most of the waste streams, there needs to be some place and somewhere that it gets collected. And so, for example, we're doing right now white goods, tires, and but there's other things. People have other things, broken equipment, broken electronics. So right now, getting recyclers and shoring that section up so people can accept it. I've always been a huge advocate of having things with value. So if it has value, people can take it to these recyclers and get money in exchange for it. So it saves us the administrative time and having to go to those houses and pick it up. So if they say, hey, turn in one tire, you get X amount of money, I think people would very much clean up the island.
There you go. Mayor Blas.
Yes, and in reference to also with batteries, right? Because that's part of the, that they dump on the roadways. They should also get paid for that, and our residents should, get the monies from that. And so, in Barrigada, they will call our office and will take care of these junk vehicles or what have you, trash along the roadside. So, having our community come out and call us, we will take care of it as quickly as we can. Thank you.
Thank you. Mayor Rivera.
The illegal dumping is tremendous in our community with all the different areas, even in the public areas. We're seeing people continue to put trash out, even at our facilities, the ball fields, stuff like that. And it may go back to them not being able to pay for the service at their own homes, and so that's why they're dumping it in all these places. And so, again, I'd like to work with the administration and, the different departments and agencies that will help us with these illegal dump sites. And thank you to all the wonderful volunteers that have come out to help assist.
Thank you. Mayor Paco.
Our community just needs to take pride and to also give heftier fines to these illegal dumpers. Instead of a slap on the hand or a $50 fine, 200, enforce it. And I'm pretty sure once it starts coming out of their pocket, they will stop dumping.
Okay. Mayor Alec.
Well, it's multifaceted and there's different ways to solve this problem, I think. But one of the ways that as mayors we are able to give citations. And so I think that we should use that as part of our authority to correct the problem.
Okay. All good ideas and solutions. We can't wait. We look forward to seeing it in your next term. For now, thank you, candidates, for your answers. We've got more questions for this group of mayoral candidates when we return. This is The Hub.
The Hub is brought to you by Docomo Pacific Business and Leo Palace Resort Guam. The Hub is brought to you by Docomo Pacific Business and Leo Palace Resort Guam.
Welcome back to The Hub. We are speaking with 6 of your mayoral candidates seeking re-election and running unopposed, but still here to speak to you, the voters. Now to the issues, candidates. You each again will get 30 seconds to respond. And again, once your time is up, let's give it to the others for their time. And the first one for this question now is Mayor Hoffman. Mayor, stray animals. There's no escaping it. What is your solutions?
I think that's right. I think what we recently started in our partnership with the spay and neuter program has been hugely successful. I know we're in the thousands that have been spayed and neutered. I know there's still more to be done, but I think that's the step in the right direction. I think enforcement is the other half of this, where people have animals for specific reasons, whether it be for security, for trash disposal, for food disposal, for so many reasons, or the breeders. I think we have to really work with them to get a license and get the correct policies in place.
Okay. Mayor Blas.
Stray animals, it's always been a common problem throughout the island, and Barrigada is one. And just yesterday, we caught another dog. I mean, we have kids walking to and from schools, and we need to somehow get the owners to please tie their dogs, because there is a leash law, and we need to follow that so that our kids can be safe going through and from school and or their bus shelters. So I feel that we should need to penalize or get them to, pay a fine or somehow, with these dogs, that once they catch them, they won't release them anymore. Thank you.
Thank you. Mayor Rivera.
Stray animals is a big problem for us, not only in the community, the villages, the residence areas, but even outside of commercial restaurants and businesses. And so, again, it's going back to working with the agencies and pet owners. I mean, we continue to plea out, and if a resident is able to call on the dog to help us capture it, we'd like to do that. We at the mayor's office offer traps available to capture these stray animals. Thank you.
Thank you. Mayor Paco.
By law, we are only entitled to have 4 dogs. There is a leash law, and the owners of the pets should be responsible owners.
Mayor Alec.
I'll be the citation police because I'll say citations too. Again, but we can issue the citations. Education, I think, is a big component. A good education component of pet health, pet care for all the residents, because just to face it, everyone wants to feed a stray animal at the door. So a good education campaign, I think, would help.
Okay.
We don't really have a big stray dog problem. We have a big feral pig problem, and I think because of the feral pigs going all over the place, I think they scared a lot of the stray dogs out of there. But nonetheless, with that said, we still do actively engage with Department of Agriculture with the dog and the spay and neuter program. So we're capitalizing on that as well. So again, that's what's going on in our village.
The Guard Babui Patrol down in Lahana. I see them all the way up north too. All right, Mayors, thank you so much for your responses to that question. The next one, candidates for this question, we'll begin with Mayor Blas. Let's see, for this question, education. You spoke a little bit about it, about the importance of our children. Right now, the Guam Department of Education's faced with its own criticism in just trying to get the kids back to classes. What solutions do you propose to ensure that our kids, even after they leave the classroom, can continue to get proper education at the village level?
Well, in our village level, maybe we can also continue to have other programs in our community, which we are having an opening pretty soon on our learning center. And I think we could continue that, bring it down to the village level. And because some of our kids right now, especially PC Lohan is not even opening, they're actually going to be sharing with Carbalito on certain days. And I feel education is very important to everyone, actually. And so having a solution, maybe bring it down to the village level, and we can also teach from there. Thank you.
Thank you. Mayor Rivera?
I would like to work with everyone in regards to this, our after-school programs that we offer together with GDOE, a lot of the certified teachers that are willing to help us with this program, to give something for the kids to do even after school. So, again, working together, we come together to make things happen.
Thank you. Mayor Paco, over to you. Education.
Education, MTM does have a after-school program. What we normally do is we pick up the kids from JQ San Miguel, bring them to the community center, make them work on their homework. After they're done with their homework, it's playtime.
Okay. Mayor Alec?
I think on our part, our community can benefit from an after-school program in that we provide homework mentoring, homework assistance and mentoring. I think that we saw that in my first term as it being successful. And my second term, of course, COVID was a big deal, and so we didn't have a lot of that. But moving forward, I think that is going to be a big part of what our community will see.
Okay. Mayor Charlo?
Yeah, so our office has big dreams and aspirations to run a Skill Sets Academy. The only thing that's holding us back right now is we got our office being renovated. And once that's done, we're going to deploy the Skill Sets Academy. And what it's supposed to do is allow 8th graders, 12th graders the opportunity to learn a skill set, whether it be air conditioning, plumbing, electrical. The idea is to allow for these kids, to give them a fighting chance at surviving life right upon graduation of high school.
Okay. Mayor Hoffman?
Thank you. We're one of the largest community centers on the island. We actually have a great program that we partner up with the Bureau of Child Care Services. We're recipients of a Child Care Development Fund grant, and so we have the most successful summer day camp, Christmas camp, and spring camp. We run after-school programs for reading and math, so we were able to curb learning loss. We were able to stabilize that for all the schools, so it's a great program, and that's how we're doing it to meet the needs of the children for their education.
All right, candidates, thank you again for your responses to those questions. And we've got one more round to close off this episode of The Hub. Keep it here.
The Hub is brought to you by Docomo Pacific Business and Leo Palace Resort Guam. The Hub is brought to you by Docomo Pacific Business and Leo Palace Resort Guam.
Welcome back to the Hub. We want to thank our 6 mayoral candidates for joining us on this episode. Man, what a great one, guys. It's always a fun time with you. A lot of them are asking, what's this going to be like? I promised it was going to be like a Mayor's Council of Guam meeting. So for all the newcomers, what to expect. Now, of course, is your time to shine. Each of you get 1 minute to speak to the voters. Get them to come out and exercise their right and decide. So to close off the show, you get 1 minute again. We'll start off with Mayor Rivera. 60 seconds, and that's your camera.
Half a day, everyone. I'm Mayor Luis Cruz Rivera, and I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to serve you. And again, I am asking for your continued support and to please come out and vote this upcoming election. Vote for me. I'm very blessed not to have anyone opposing me, and so again, I'd like to work with you to continue all the wonderful projects and programs we have going on. To help make our community shine. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much. Mayor Paco.
Half a day, MTM. It's an honor to stand forward in front of you all as your mayor of Mongmong Toto Maiti. I will continue to try my best to improve our community as well as to keep our community safe. And I'm asking for your support in this coming election. Thank you.
Thank you. Mayor Ali.
When I first ran in 2016, I promised to build a culture of life in the village of PT, and we've been very successful. My first 2 terms, you were part of that success. You came out to our programs, our events, and everything that we've done in our community, and I'm looking forward to doing a lot more this new term. And so I thank you for your support. I thank you for the love that you share with me and the love that you give to all of us in PD. So please, on November 5th, please come out to vote. Vote Jesse Alec. Si Diyos Masi.
Okay, Mayor Charlotte.
Half a day. In 2020, I came out and I asked the village of Inalahan to please give me that support. And my slogan then was Together We Can. And the last 4 years, we've done so much in very short time. The next 4, this upcoming election, my campaign slogan now is Together We Continue. I am humbly asking for your continued support. And although I'm going unopposed, it is still very important that we all come out and vote. I hope that everyone in the village of Inalan can exercise that right and encourage all their friends, family, and neighbors to please come out and participate. Thank you.
Thank you. Mayor Hoffman.
Half a day, I want to just thank the people of Sanhania for really their trust and support over these many years. I think we work well together, and my team and I, we work hard just to make a difference. And every day is a new day for us. It's a challenge, but we're always up to that challenge. So we have great projects. The best is yet to come for us. And I want to really also thank the leadership, the administration, the legislature. Support your mayors, because at the end of the day, everybody comes home to a community they love. And so by supporting us and giving us the right resources, we can make those communities thrive. So thank you.
Thank you. And last but not least, Mayor Blas, and we have an extra special treat. You brought in your vice.
That's correct. To our people of Barrigada, when we first ran, the Vice Mayor and I, we have vowed to continue to do our work, to work together as a team. And that is our slogan, is one team, one community. We continue to partner with our communities to also to make it better. We have a lot of ongoing projects. Our gymnasium is almost done. Our recreation and all is ongoing, as well as our beautiful children's park. We will ask for you to continue to support us in our endeavor in this upcoming election. We thank you for your support. Si Diyos Masi.
Thanks. Did you want your vice mayor to say a little something? You brought him in here?
Thank you.
I thank you, people of Barrigada, for believing in Mayor June and I. We ask you for your continued support to work for you guys as one team, one community. So thank you very much for believing in Mayor June and I.
Nice job. Thank you so much, candidates, for coming in here today and for your time, of course. Remember, we want to remind everyone we've got more of the mayoral candidates and the senatorial candidates, and yes, the candidates for Guam delegates set to answer some questions for you as well ahead of the general election, which is when?
November 5th.
There you go. They know, and now you know too. We'll have more on the Hub in the weeks ahead. Stay safe, and we'll see you soon.